We're talking now about conditions and causes. So conditions are the concept that help us to understand why things happen. So what is the condition that something happens? And it could be that we look at conditions in hindsight. So why did it happen? Why did this disease break out or something? But the other thing would be, what are the conditions that I or somebody else will do something? So in order that I would buy this car, what would be the necessary conditions? And you just heard me say necessary conditions. So this is a special aspect of conditions. We have three different kinds. So one would be a nice condition. So it would be good if my car would be red, but it's not necessary. And then it could be that there are necessary conditions. So it's important. It's really, there's no way around. So if I want to have a car, it needs to be an electrical car. Okay, necessary condition. No car without being an electrical car. But then it could be that this is not the only condition. So, okay, it's necessary, but I wouldn't buy any electrical car. So it's important that it has I don't know, a certain number of seats inside, or it does not cost more than a certain level of money. So there are many or several necessary conditions. And if you take all of the necessary conditions together, they would be sufficient. So all of them together are sufficient. Maybe there is just one condition and that's already sufficient. Okay, but very often we have several necessary conditions. They are together sufficient. And then maybe you have more options than one that all fulfill the sufficient criteria, the sum of the necessary criteria. And then we talk about the nice criteria, the nice conditions. So conditions and causes. So causes would be what were the reasons? What are the reasons for something? And of course, in hindsight, it's easier to tell a story. So in hindsight, everybody's clever and knows why something happened, but it's not so easy to talk about the future and to be sure what will happen. Conditions and causes.